This is the weeks 3 and 4 10-minute deep core session from Unlock Your Body, showing progressions from weeks 1 and 2. The floor version from weeks 1 and 2 and an alternate view of the session will be shown above. For either, the only equipment you'll need is a blanket or pillow. Wrist and or knee braces for added joint stability are optional. Starting in wide-legged child pose belly breathing. Go ahead and spread your knees as far as comfortable, putting your seat toward your feet, and then start to melt your chest toward the mat. Feel free to use your blanket or pillow under your head if that's most comfortable, and just keep your arms however is comfortable so there's no strain in your shoulders. Just going to inhale and fill your belly, and exhale and let it release. The purpose here is so you can feel what this belly breathing is like in different positions. And for some people, it can be a little easier to recognize that inhale when we're sending our stomach toward the floor, as opposed to when we're lying on our back. Sometimes gravity can work against us. Moving on to tabletop diaphramatic breathing. Come up onto all fours with your shoulders over your wrists and your knees over your hips. Same thing, we're just gonna get a feel for diaphragm breathing in a different position. Making sure your pelvis is in neutral. Just give it a little tuck and lock right here. You can kind of push against the floor with your hands to make sure that you're nice and broad in your back. You're gonna inhale your belly toward the floor. And as you exhale, you're gonna pull it in, almost like someone is tying a corset. Inhale, release everything. Exhale, compressing all the way around your spine. I like to imagine I am bracing to be tickled while trying to pee. Moving on to tabletop pelvic tilts. And staying where you are. Now we're going to get a feel for pelvic positioning in a different place. So right here, we're in neutral. You're going to inhale, tilt just a bit. Stop when you feel strain. That's your range of motion. Exhale, scoop, posterior tilt. Feel your abs working. Inhale, release, tilt toward the ceiling. Exhale, scoop, sucking your deep core in like you are protecting your spine with everything in your body. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, scoop. Moving on to supine bent knee marches with the legs up. So this time we're going to do a progression from the last set of bent knee marches. Go ahead and get your pillow placed under your pelvis so that we can get ourselves in neutral. Make sure you feel contact between your pelvis and your low back. This time what we're going to do, keep your legs at about 90 degrees with your knees bent, and we're going to keep them up. You're going to inhale, one down. Exhale, compress your stomach. Inhale down. Exhale, compressing the stomach. You can keep your hands on your pelvis if that helps you to make sure that we're not moving that at all. Inhale down. Compress. Moving into half locust pose. Go ahead and flip over onto your stomach. We're just going to put our arms straight down at our sides. You're going to lift your upper body on the inhale. Exhale, release. Try to activate the movement from right about in here. Exhale, release. Inhale, driving your shoulder blades toward your hips. Exhale, release. Moving into gate pose, right side. Come up onto your knees. And then what we're gonna do, take your left leg, extend it out, keep a straight line here. You're going to use your right arm to balance, and just take your left arm and look overhead. And I'm kind of pushing my hips just a little bit toward the left. Moving into gate pose, left side. We're gonna switch. Put on your left knee, extend that right leg out. And looking over if you want, or just look straight ahead. Again, pushing your hip a little bit toward the right so you can feel it in your right side body. Working the obliques here. We're going to repeat the last 4, moving into tabletop pelvic tilts again. If tabletop is not comfortable on your wrists or your shoulders, feel free to come down onto your elbows. So we'll do some pelvic tilts from here. So finding neutral and just sort of locking it in. I'm going to inhale, tilt back. Exhale, compressing, zipping everything in. Inhale, tilt back. Exhale, compressing, zipping everything in. Inhale, anterior tilt. Exhale, zipping everything in. Moving into supine bent knee marches with the legs up. Back onto your back, using your blanket or pillow under your hips. Put your legs up with your knees bent about 90 degrees. Make sure, you see this? You don't want this strain. We want that tuck right there. Keep your hands there if you need to help it stay. You're gonna inhale, down. Exhale, pull the core in. Inhale down. This probably does not feel natural. Imagine as you're exhaling, you're sucking in and up. Moving into half locust pose. All right, back over on our stomachs to work our posterior deep core. Keep your chin tucked. We want a neutral neck here. We don't want to be looking up like this. We're going to inhale, activating the movement from, think about activating it just below your shoulder blades. So you're going to inhale, feeling it right here, just below your shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Inhale. And imagine your hands, your fingertips are trying to reach just a little further toward your feet. On each inhale. Moving into gate pose, right side. Good. Coming up onto your knees, get that straight line there. Extend your left leg out. Right hand down to steady you. By the way, you can use a block here, bring the floor a little bit closer. We're just gonna reach over, pushing your hip just a little bit this way toward the left so you can really feel that stretch. Moving into gate pose left side. Same thing, switch sides. Straight line. That's it. You have finished your 10-minute deep core workout from weeks 3 and 4. Feel free to do this 2 to 3 times per week. See you next time.